What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another video of Adrenaline Motorsports and RCs. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos, because without you guys, I really wouldn't be making these videos anymore. But anyway, today's video, I am going to be working on kind of like a classic, I think you would call it. Today's video, you guys already see the top here. I want to work on this. So this is my rally car that I have mentioned in my video previous times. This is, I believe, the second RC that I have gotten, probably, or no, I'm sorry, this is my third. That actually was my first crawler. This is actually my third RC. My first one was the HBX Hiboshi 110 scale, and I got that years and years and years ago, to the point that I don't even have it anymore. I just don't have it. Shame I don't have it, because I think it was pretty fast on nickel metal. Anyway, Evo 7 Tommy Mackinnon edition rally car, and I love this thing. So let's go ahead, take the cover off, and take a look at what we have here, what we are going to be doing here. I mean, guys, I've had this body for so long that you can even tell the stickers, like the trim stickers around the windows, are starting to pull off. If you guys can, I'm just going to take the body off. So if you guys can look at the body here, you can see that the sticker there is starting to pull up, which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. This is my rally car, and you guys can see it right there on the front too, that sticker there is starting to pull up. Some here on the front. Alright, so this body has taken some bashing, and I did some stuff to it. Again, Lexan bodies, you know, they are kind of fragile, but you know, if you guys can see under here, I end up doing the Shugu with the paint, the drywall tape. So I ended up doing that. And guys, Jesus Christ, I've had this thing for years. I mean, I've had this thing for years. But let's get going to the chassis. So, for the chassis, what we got? Come on closer, guys. Come on closer. So what we are looking at here is a Tamiya TT01 chassis. Again, this is my rally car, and I'm happy with it. Don't ask me what type of servo I have on here, because I do not know. On the other note, I do have a Castle motor, Castle brushless. I think it's censored or not. Probably not. I don't think it is, actually. So I have a brushless motor on here. I do not know what KV it is. Got a Viper, a brushless Viper ESC. If you guys can see there. This tape here, I'll tell you about this tape here. So what happened? This was actually given to me. Oh wait, here we go. So it's a Viper Copperhead. This is a Viper Copperhead ESC brushless. This was actually traded. So back in the day, there was the Axial Dingo, which is what I got. What happened was I basically was trying to get rid of that body because I had built my F250 body, so I wasn't going to use that Dingo body, and I extended the chassis, so I wasn't going to use that Dingo body again. Some guy, I believe on Facebook or something, messaged me and wanted to trade. I said, yeah, sure, that's fine, we'll trade. Okay, no big deal, I'll trade with you. So he traded. I asked him what he had to trade, and he showed me a picture of this Viper Copperhead ESC and a Castle 100,000 RPM. That's all I can see on here. 100,000 RPM. It doesn't say what KV it is. Anyway, it probably says it on there somewhere. Anyway, he told me he had this brushless setup that he was willing to trade. You know, at first I was kind of skeptical because I'm like, well, you know, your ESC is probably burned out or something, and you know, that's probably why you want to trade it. So he showed me a video of his RC working 100% with this brushless setup, and I said, yeah, all right, dude, let's do the trade. So I think I got a really good deal out of it. The fact that I got this brushless setup, I got this brushless ESC, and I got a brushless ESC, and he got an Axial Dingo body. So I think I got the good end of, I got a good deal out of it. So that's basically where we're at. Anyway, back to this. So what I have done so far with it, you guys see here, these, I had replaced these with the aluminum steering rack, basically. That's what this is, the steering rack. The last ones, the things with the Tamiya TT01 is this right here has a tendency of breaking. It literally has a tendency of cracking right here at that hump. So I tried to fix it. I super glued it, and it lasted all of maybe 10 minutes, I believe. And it, of course, cracked again. I say, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to get this whole aluminum setup. What I was trying to do with this is everything that I could replace aluminum, I wanted to, but I've waited too long, and now this aluminum setup for this is just extraordinarily expensive. The other issues that the TT01 has is the propeller shaft, the drive shaft here, with as much power as this setup makes, this shaft just goes crazy, completely 100% goes crazy. It's just so flimsy in here. It's just so flimsy in here that this thing doesn't know. It's crazy. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, it's crazy. So what I wound up doing with this so far is underneath. Let's take a look underneath here. So one of the mods that you can do, one of the modifications you can do, here we go. One of the modifications that you can do with this is, let me adjust this camera here. There you go. So one of the adjustments that you guys can do with the TT01s are this cover right here. This bottom piece is basically cut out here, here, the back here, and up here, so you can get extra travel on the arms. Basically get extra travel here. Which is going to help when I end up doing longer. I think these are 55. So I think the struts on here are like 55, the shocks. And I do have shocks that I'm using, extra shocks actually, that I'm using for my Land Rover build, which I'm done, but I'm just waiting for the warmer weather to come out so I can actually take that thing out. But back to this. So I'm expecting to put longer shocks on this so I can get more ground clearance. The other thing I have to do for this build is basically cover up these holes here. Even though it's good for the battery to breathe, I gotta cover up this here when I'm taking it out on a rally track. But basically that's where I'm at. So like I said with the propeller shaft, with this setup that I have, this thing's crazy. That shaft, just like, you can actually see it like just like wobbling all over the place, and it's crazy. It's crazy because this brushless setup puts out some power. Like, it really does put out some power. So one of the things that I have been meaning to get for years and years and years is this. Hopefully you guys can see here. So I have been meaning to get this thing for years, and I never did, and I regretted it. That's one of the reasons why I haven't taken this thing out. But now I got it, and I want to put this thing together, take this out. This setup is crazy on my 7.2 volt 5000 mAh battery. But now I have 2S LiPo batteries. And I have a feeling that this prop shaft is definitely not going to hold up with a 2S. Tell you what, these things are hard to find for the TT01. I was tempted on getting the prop shaft for a TT02, but I was kind of scared that it wasn't going to work, so I didn't get it. I found this one, ordered it, and I got it. So that's where I'm at with it. So let's go on ahead and basically start tearing into this thing. And today we are going to be putting this prop shaft onto this rig. Let's get on with it. Alright, so one of the things you're going to need to do is basically this bottom clip here that goes right there. You got 3 screws here in the front. You got 1 screw there, another screw up here. Pull those 5 screws off. This part comes out. And with that being out, now this cover here should be able to come off. And there it is. So I'm trying to do this with not trying to take a lot apart here. I'm trying to do all this again without taking a lot apart, but I might have to pull these off. As much as I didn't want to, I'm gonna have to. Alright, so the whole front end, that's my antenna here for the remote. So there we have it. So when I ended up cutting this part here, as you guys can see, this used to be all, this right here all used to be, it wasn't here. This was all one whole piece. So this right here came down all the way. I ended up cutting it out so I could get more suspension flex. When I did that, what I had to do here was basically take these off and cut these so I could get more room there. Alright, so now that that's off, I have to take this off. That doesn't come off. Alright, so now with that off, we got to take this off. So this comes up. There we go. And there we have it. So the prop shaft here, and you guys can literally see now imagine this thing on 2S. This is just going crazy. So let's pull this rear one off here. Alright. So be careful here. You guys have a pin. There's a pin there. I've got to take that off. And what we're going to do now is basically grab the new stuff. Alright, so now what I like to do is I basically like to see what they look. So that goes there. I know that goes in there. That goes right there. This pin goes right into here. Okay. That ring is basically going to snap all that together. It's supposed to, all right? Yep, just like that. And now it's going to be a pain in the butt because I kind of hope I don't have to take off the rear. Alright, I gotta pull this back out again. But it's all good. So you're going to go in like so. This other bearing here Yeah, so I have not upgraded any of the bearings, as you guys can tell. Not upgraded any of the bearings here, which is something that I really have to do. So the rear one is on. Alright, so all I got now is to put this last screw right here in the front. Just like so. And voila. Got the new shaft on. And it's not working right. There we go. And there we go. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Aluminum prop shaft on a Tamiya TT01. Guys, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, so you can see more videos coming out. You guys have a good one.